This is the Region 9 Rush. Here's your host, Andy, and that dummy robot.
It's the ESPN 97.7 Region 9 Rush. He's Lawrence. I'm Andy. We're ready to rush best 9 plays in Region 9 this week. Number 9, Mountain Crest, Desert Hills, Austin Turnbow. Gimme that! He gets the pick. And Desert Hills had 5 picks in that game. How about Kate Young with the assist to Taylor Fielding? Playoff soccer action at Crimson Cliffs. Where's Mr. Poppy, by the way, this week? Number 7, Sophia Perez with a double kill. They give it back to her, and she slams it again. Desert Hills still alive in the 4A playoffs. Number 6, Chase Hansen to Gunnar Orr, who does a little Harry Houdini juggle trick and comes down with the catch. What a game for the Mustangs. Here's the Bill Raftery play of the week. Cuevas to Gibb. Mountain Crest is passing. What does that mean for Mountain Crest? Bad news. Junior Lusk with a pick 100. Goodness gracious. We'll see him later on in the show. Number 3, how about Joshua Armstrong, boys cross country state meet, dominant. And some of you might be thinking, this kid looks familiar. Where do I know him from? He's the Hurricane. He was on our show last week. All that kid does is win state championships. Number 2, Kayla Odekirk, also for Hurricane, also winning the state championship in cross country. Appreciate Chris Kwasinski for the Spectrum for the footage. Bad news for Mountain Crest. They're kicking off, and guess who's catching it? That's right, we've seen this kid before, Junior Lusk with the 87-yard, I think a no-touchy, all the way in for the score. And some of you might be thinking, this kid looks familiar. Where do I know him from? Well, you know his dad, Henry Lusk Sr. for the Utes. Number 9, one of the best receivers in Utah history, played in the NFL, scoring a touchdown there for Coach McBride. Desert Hills Thunder, 5 picks in that game. Braxton Turnbow had 2 of them. Austin Turnbow, 11 tackles, 140 receiving yards. And junior Henry Lusk had the pick 100 and the kickoff return for a touchdown. Time now for our Pizza Hut top 5 list. Please welcome our first guest, Braxton Turnbow and Austin Turnbow, Desert Hills Thunder football team. How's it going, Braxton? Austin? Welcome. Heck of a game on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank
5
you.
picks?
Yep.
5 picks. Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
These guys have been fun to watch the last couple years playing together on the same team in the defensive secondary. And we've got the top 5 best things about playing football on the same team as your brother here with Braxton and Austin. Number 5.
If I lose my mouthpiece, I just take his.
Number 4.
Half the time when he scores a touchdown, girls think it's me anyway.
Number 3.
Pizza Hut, Bluff Street location.
Number 2.
We can go over plays at night in our bunk beds.
And the number 1 coolest thing about playing on the same football team as your brother?
Left side, strong side.
Don't be a yellow belly. Watch Region 9 Rush on YouTube and hope the games don't come down to a field goal.
Welcome back. Region 9 Rush, very special guest, the Desert Hills Secondary. These guys had 5 interceptions last week. Give it up for Junior Lusk. He'll be playing right cornerback. Jake Wilkins at safety. Braxton Turnbow at the other safety. Austin in the box. And, of course, Lawrence, the pigskin-picking robot, getting a chance with the varsity team. He'll be playing left side backer. Look, you guys played pretty well against Mountain Crest, got a bunch of picks, felt pretty good about yourselves. But will you be able to cover Kelby, the whirling hornet from West Side Studios in Oakley, Idaho? We'll have to wait and see. Let's go, Kelby. Here we go. We're going to go back. You're going to do a post, corner, and then come back, all right? Two's Mike. Set, hut.
Against the 4-man pressure, intercepted! Picked off at the 30-yard line, and he had the cutback for the pick 6.
They didn't know! It's not their fault! It's not their fault! Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house?
All right, welcome back. Time now for our next.
Whoa, hold on. Sorry, no. No, we got a problem.
What's going on?
And time now for. You say that every time. Your segues are terrible. See, can we roll a clip, please?
All right, time now for our Reach Higher Time now for segment. Time now for my favorite part of the.
You see what I'm saying? Don't you guys have writers for this or something?
Well, we lean on Lawrence.
Okay, this is why we've hired somebody new. Ladies and gentlemen, the Region 9 Rush Segway team. Let's see. Brilliant, right?
Holy cow. Our special guest for our film breakdown is Judd Thompson, who played for Dixie State about a decade ago. He was a quarterback coach and OC and assistant with Blaine Monkers at Dixie State and holds several Dixie State records. And we're very pleased to have him breaking down some Dixie Flyers and Blaine Monkers film.
Hey everyone, this is Judd Thompson for the Region 9 Rush, and this is Film Breakdown. All right, so the first play we're going to look at here is from legendary coach Monkers and his Dixie Flyer offense. The Flyers come out in a doubles formation, meaning two receivers on each side. It really spreads the defense out, as you can see. And this play is really going to put a bind in this outside linebacker here that's covering to the field, where he's got to decide if he's going to play the run or if he's going to try and play the pass. And so this is a very common run-pass option play that the Flyers run, where they're going to have a run play called, but also a pass play behind it, where they've got a slant with a bubble screen called here. And as you can see, it really puts a strain on this outside linebacker, where he has to choose, am I going to play the run or am I going to try to get out here and cover this bubble? And as you can see, the quarterback's eyes, as this play develops, goes right to this linebacker. And as you can see, he's not in a position to play this bubble screen, so the quarterback simply pulls the ball, throws an accurate throw out here to his playmaker, and is able to get about a 30-yard gain for the Flyers offense.
Appreciate Judd and Coach Blaine Monkers for participating in our film breakdown this week. We've got loads and loads of letters from a couple of shows ago where we had St. George A. Smith on, the founder of St. George. He's back this week with his Jag Bag specifically aimed at Cache Valley, the enemy this week for Region 9 football. Let's go to George A. Smith with Jag Bags.
You probably would be interested to know that George A. Smith was a world champion stick puller when he was a boy. Low center of gravity. Today I'll be talking about a different sport, high school foosball. Desert Hills versus Skyview up to Logan. I love Cache Valley. I went ham on Bathsheba on a true Aggie night back in the fall of '53. Unfortunately, Cache Valley has been overrun by millennial hipsters who drink their cider out of mason jars. Well, we didn't drink from mason jars, you posers. We drank ours right out of our boot like Brother Rockwell taught us. Skyview fans, you are a Jag Bag. Snow Canyon plays Logan. Grizzly fans, it's been a long time since Merlin Olsen, Jethro Higby, or even that traitor Riley Nelson donned the Grizzly Crimson. Sure, you got the Aggie Creamery, but we got Handel's Homemade, dadgummit. Logan fans, you are a Jag Bag.
All right, thank you, George. Time now for our keys to winning this week in the playoffs. We brought in our insider, Rustin Burnside. He's going to break down every game for Region 9 and the keys to victory in round 2 of the playoffs.
for the home team. Panthers, of course, when we look back to that 21-7 victory over Crimson Cliffs weeks ago, we know that the Panthers were without Enoch Takau and Ryan Jordan. These are two backs who average about 6 yards per. Having two backs with the ability to run the football should open things up for Braden Bunnell and Don McKenzie. For the Desert Hills Thunder, they have a tough draw traveling up to Cache Valley to play the Skyview Bobcats, the #1 team in 4A. Pacing and third down conversion are going to be key for the Thunder, trying to keep Skyview off the field. Now for Dixie, for this game in particular, the defense is going to be just as crucial as ever. The Flyers have given up only 16 points per game since Region 9 play started, which puts them as the best in-region play defense of the season. Now for Snow Canyon, a lot of attention being paid to the Grizzlies quarterback. He's thrown 17 touchdowns this year, 1,680 yards. But the fact that Snow Canyon is probably looking at the most is 13 interceptions, and he's listed at -25 rush yards, which means he's vulnerable.
Thanks so much, Rustin. You can watch and listen to all those games on our family of networks here at Cherry Creek Media. Let's go to Uncle Hank, who's having a heck of a season. He's 5-0 when he's picking teams up north, and that's exactly what he's doing for round 2 of the 6A playoffs. Here's my Uncle Hank.
This is Henry Bouchard, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Some may say that the regular season in Utah high school football is unimportant because it ultimately boils down to earning a bye week in the first round of the playoffs. Well, ask Fremont how they feel about the importance of a bye. The Silver Wolves contracted COVID and had to forfeit against Copper Mountain. Joseph Skeen is looking down on his descendants with a sad stare this weekend. So I've got to go elsewhere, to a different Skeen, and Roy, where in the 1980s, Frederick Skeen Thompson used to patrol the sidelines, and Jim McMahon was tossing it up and down the field for the Royals. And later in the 80s, when a young spunky receiver named Eric Thompson was catching passes from a quarterback named Durbano. I'm taking the Royals to go into West and beat the alma mater of President Thompson Spencer Monson in this week's Bouchard Royals.
Welcome back. Time now for our mail segment. We appreciate all the letters we get. 750 West Ridgeview Drive here in St. George. Let's go to letter number 1. Dear Rush, Carrick Segmiller has retired from being voice of the DSU Trailblazers. Sad day, Ethel. 100% Ethel. I was shocked when I heard it. Carrick was the voice of the Trailblazers for about 5 years. And I loved listening to Carrick on the radio, on CEC TV. I got a chance to work with Carrick and Drayson every once in a while up in for the football games. So he will be missed. Couldn't be more professional and talented, and we hope to get him back on the air sometime again soon.
Carrick Segmiller's available?
Yeah, he just retired as the play-by-play guy for Dixie.
Oh, man. Do you know the #1 gripe about this show?
I think it's that we probably don't talk about Cedar City enough.
No, it's that the host is an idiot. But Carrick Segmiller, I mean, he's professional, shampooed, clean, cool. That name, Carrick Segmiller, you know, just kind of... What's your name?
Andy.
Yeah, no, that's like a girly name. That's not going to work. Listen, Carrick Segmiller, he's available. He could really give this show a shot in the arm. That's it. You're fired. Ladies. There we go. Oh, magnificent. Oh, Ginger, you're fantastic. You've done it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Woo! Lawrence, give me Carrick Segmiller on the phone.